All Hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please like, share, and comment.
Now, let me say this. Rufai, Oseni, all of you are just hypocrites. All of you from A to Z. You all know what you are doing. So, you are recommending the government of Nigeria for going after Simon Ekpa. That's what you said. And Ojidiko, they said yes, that she recommends the government of Nigeria. Your government is a terrorist organization. So the same government that could allow terrorists, Boko Haram, ISWAP, to, after killing or destroying villages, adopting people, destroying lives and properties, setting houses ablaze, killing farmers in their farmlands. And the government never said anything about it. They never speak about it. They never come to condemn it or even go after their boss or their head. They never do that. But you see somebody defending those people from entering their land. That is the person you people are rejoicing that is causing terror in Nigeria. Is it not? That is how we know people without conscience. You people are without conscience. You are just twisting the narrative. Oh, we recommended it. That's why there's marginalization. How else can we fight this marginalization in Nigeria? How else can we get it right? If we leave all of you, we will not get anywhere. And that is why we have decided to take the bull by the horn. You people are coming to twist the narrative. Twist the narrative. Oh, you recommend the president of Nigeria. But you did not recommend Canada that called Nigeria a terrorist organization, called APC and PDP. None of you said anything about it. Because you know if you say anything about it, then probably they would block your channels. But it is okay for you to use your channel to instigate wickedness and evil against Simon Ekpa Njoko, my prime minister, who has defeated Nigeria in totality. Is it not? I've challenged Nigeria and every other nation of this world. I am in Europe, the same Europe that jailed prime minister. Where in the world can you arrest a terrorist financier, a terrorist negotiator, a terrorist, involved person and jail that person for 6 years? Tell me the nation and I'll stop this agitation. The same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out to say the other day. If, what is he called? Buhari can come out and speak Fufude, he will give us Biafra. Buhari never did it. They never did it because they know Buhari was dead. They never did it. And we are here applauding evil. Applauding what Nigeria paid Finland to do. Applauding you people are just, you can't think with your head. Once I become very angry because those that are supposed to be reasoning are not reasoning. And again, they went as far as saying, oh, IPOB has distanced themselves from Simon Ekpa. Can you see how dumb and how confused you people can be? Who are the IPOBs? Who are the IPOBs? You and I distance ourselves from Simon. Are you people all right? What do you think that IPOB is? What is the meaning of IPOB? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed IPOB during his agitation. And now that same IPOB that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed was just a name. The full meaning of that IPOB is Indigenous People of Biafra, which is you and I. So he formed it as a group. And that IPOB was what he wanted to use to get Biafra. And now when Simon got into the struggle and gave Dr. Rabweze the mandate, when Biafra was redeclared, everything called IPOB under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu collapsed into the United States of Biafra. So I do not know the IPOB that you people are talking about. Rufai was saying, I used to say this, you were one of my best guys in Arise Television because of the way you are always blunt in speaking the truth. But what do you people do now? You come and twist narrative. What we didn't say, that is what you come and tell us that we said. You are happy because IPOB and terrorists is taking over your land. every single day. The other day, is it Simon Ekpa that went to, you people are quick to forget because you hate some a particular ethnic group. You are quick to hate, you are quick to speak, you are quick to condemn because of your marginalization. And that is why we cannot be in one Nigeria. That is the reason why we cannot be part of Nigeria anymore. Because when you see white, you say it's brown. When you see brown, you say it's green. That is how Nigeria operates. We can't. IPOB, there is nothing like IPOB. There is nothing like IPOB. IPOB is simply, despite the fact that there was a time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed IPOB, and when the time came, IPOB collapsed into USB, which is the United States. Though there are some people who has used IPOB for their personal business, they've opened shops, they have registered IPOB as a company. They are there. Those IPOB One Nigeria, those are the people. You hear names like Imam Madabu, or rather Imam Powerful or Powerless, that sells charger in Ghana. Those are the people that every time that is what they use against. They will come and tell you, Imam Powerful has disassociated himself, has distanced himself with the IPOB. Just be writing nonsense. You think we are stupid, is it? That is what they are using to confuse Biafra. So there is nothing like IPOB. We are one country, one nation, one name under United States of Biafra. We are the indigenous people of Biafra, and we are fighting one common goal, and that goal is Biafra, and which has been redeclared on the 29th of November 2024 in Lahti, Finland. Again, Biafrans, I want to tell the enemies of Simon Ekpa, the big noses are with us in their courts, because the courts, can you see how wicked and how terrible Nigerian government is? They went to use the lower court of Finland to judge our matter. Lower courts in Finland to judge the matter of a high-profile case. In such magnitude, they use lower courts to get this evil judgment, or evil judgment that they got against our prime minister. And when we rose up and said we're going to challenge the outcome of the results, you know what they did? They started paying their people to go on social media to tell we Biafrans, if we dare try to appeal that case, they are going to increase Simon's case. Please, those of you that are lawyers, please, this is where I need your knowledge. A person is seated in their office, having interview, coming to stand in between justice and judgment. Please, how does this work? Is it that a judgment was given and there was an opportunity for appeal to be had, and somebody is threatening? Because I don't understand. No, most of you don't think when people are doing things. And then what somebody is threatening, that if we venture or try to go to court, that they are going to increase the sentence of our prime minister. What does that tell you? That sends signals of fear. And then you're standing, that is obstruction of justice if you do that or if you say that. And the justice system will come after you. The law will come after you if you actually say that. I see a lot of people in Nigeria talking nonsense. I see a lot of media spreading false narrative about Simon Ekpa. But when the court, the same court seated in Canada, called Nigeria, APC and PDP a terrorist organization, none of you made a sound. Can you see how wicked you people can be? And you think Simon is your problem? I thought by now you people would have gotten it right. I thought by now there would have been lower cost of income in Nigeria. I thought by now that the dollar hike would have gone down. I thought by now that people would have been dancing. Oh, Tinubu has done it again. Subsidy has gone down. We can now buy fuel for 15 naira. I thought by now there will be steady power electricity supply in Nigeria because Simon Ekpa has been jailed. I thought by now people would have been dancing in the street of Nigeria. Oh, there is no more insecurity. Oh, the whole insecurity has gone. Oh, we can now drive our cars. We can now use our iPhones, jewelries, anytime, anywhere we want, however we want it. I thought that would have been the case. Can you see how dumb you people can be? I thought Simon was the problem of the whole Nigeria. And yet you can't go to your farmlands. And yet you cannot in the night. And yet you cannot travel from Lagos to Onitsha, Enugu, Owerri, or Port Harcourt, Kaduna, Kano, freely without any escort. I thought Simon was a problem. Why? After this whole dancing and coming to social media, these people, I call them happy slaves and stomaching for structure people. After coming on social media, oh, we're happy that Simon Ekpa has been jailed. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I thought things would have been better. What is now going on? Oh, Simon was not actually the problem. Can you see how they are manipulating you people? The West are jailing your own. You are happy, impoverishing you, putting you in solitary confinement of bondage, and you are happy. All of you are happy. Tinubu is stealing your money. Your oil money is stealing it, diverting it to his family. The drug lord. You are happy, clapping. Happy slaves. You think Manson Nanikano is your problem? Oh, you think Simon is your problem? You think Dr. Rabweze is your problem? You people are joking. You don't know what is before you, do you? All of you in Nigeria. All of you. All of you. You think we don't know? You think we don't know more than you do? Or you think, I was discussing with someone yesterday that the best president Nigeria has ever had is General Sani Abacha. And I was discussing with him yesterday, telling him that Abacha was just a good guy. Because when Abacha came in, Abacha made sure that everything was in order. If you dare go against Abacha's policy and rules and regulation, he takes you out. He doesn't care. He wants every Nigerian to live well. And at the time of General Sani Abacha, who are you to dare take light? Who did check Abacha's era? Abacha never increased, what is it called? Fuel price. Abacha was the best friend to Colonel Gaddafi. They were trying to build Nigeria, build Africa, make Africa unite. They took him out and they told you that some women gave him apple and he ate. And I kept asking because at the time they told me all this, I was still very young. And I said, I called somebody. I think it was my mom. I said, how did the people that unalived Abacha escaped from Abacha's security this thing? Because I was used to security at the time, I was close to them. I know all of them. They said, what I don't know is bigger than me. That question is bigger than I. So I kept it that way. It was now. I understand that the West purposely took out Abacha so that they can continue their evil. Since General Sani Abacha was taken out, have you ever seen any government that has done half of what Abacha has done? Or they come to tell you Abacha loot, Abacha loot, Abacha loot. And I ask, all those Abacha loot, where are they today? Where are those Abacha loot today? When they come to lie to you people, that is what you believe. You love lies. Nigerian likes lies. But it's all good. Let's move. Again, Biafrans, I want you guys to understand that this case of our Prime Minister, yes, they might say he has been given sentence, but that sentence will be retried and will have chances of winning that case. Because number one, the right protocols and procedures was not followed in jailing our Prime Minister. That's number one. Tinubu and Finland, Alexander Stubb, and the lady that came from Finland to Nigeria, which is the ambassador of Finland to Nigeria, connived with Nigerian president, the drug lord Tinubu. to jail our prime minister. They didn't pass through the normal procedure, and they think, oh, when they jail him, we'll just keep quiet. Okay, they are used to moving on. But they don't know that this time around, go and check what Deputy Prime Minister told you. Our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Arabueze, said, the Biafran that you have now is not the Biafran of 1960. And that is the simple truth that she has said. Because we will not allow this to slide. Number one, we are going to go for Court of Appeal. If we lose, because we can never lose in Court of Appeal, because our appeal will take them, because that is the highest court in Finland. And if that fails, then we'll go to their highest courts, and then we'll go to European Union courts. So we will get justice. Justice must be served. Because I keep asking, where in the world 6 years sentence for someone who is terrorist-related events or issues or activities, and then you are giving him 6 years? That carries the death penalty, life imprisonment. That is the punishment for such crimes. How Nigeria manufactured that 6 years is what I'm here to find. And that 6 years is it has concurrently started running. So apparently, from all indication, Prime Minister is definitely going to spend like 2 years, which we have not even started. He has not started sending it. And that is where we are standing. We are standing on that same, mandate of Obato Obie, and the mandate that we all Biafrans, genuine Biafrans, reject that decision of Finland. We need to know where that 6 years came from. When this thing were all paid by Tinubu. Tinubu is a very corrupt man. Very, very corrupt. A terrible man indeed. Tinubu is one of the most corrupt individuals in this life. And I can tell you for free, this same animal called Tinubu, the drug lord, cannot. This is the man shouting, bring down Simon. Simon is a terrorist. Send General Christopher Musa, that idiot that Canada refused visa to come to their country because they know he's a terrorist. They were shouting everywhere. That same Tinubu cannot fly to United States of America as we speak. As a president, he can't. His jet cannot land. I have challenged anybody that sees Tinubu in US. Contact me and snap the picture. Tell me the city is in US, and I'll send you a $500. Straight up, Tinubu cannot go to US. His jet cannot land in US because he knows he's a wanted man, and he knows Donald Trump ain't no joke. He's a thief. That is the man that Alexander Stubb is doing business with. That is a man that promised Alexander Stubb, that animal, that Finland idiot, that calls himself a president, jailing my own prime minister for committing worst crime. Alexander Stubb have committed worst crime. He is meant to be in prison, not my prime minister. He has committed worst crime because why? How can you go and team up with a country that every nation of this world has named a terrorist organization and team up with him to jail a man that is fighting for his own freedom? Everything that prime minister did, I was part of the people who were even praising these fools, thinking that they are humans. I was praising Finland. Even I was thinking that all in my space, I was quarreling with someone there. I fought with someone. I said, no, that is this thing that is happening, that Prime Minister may be the one that is planning all this with Alexander, so that they will leave him alone and they will leave Finland alone. That was what I was saying. Now, I had a problem. I had issues with one of our brothers called John, the repository of wisdom. And I was telling this guy was telling me, I don't know how corrupt. I said, look, I have lived in Europe for so many years. I understand how these things work. You cannot jail an innocent man. You cannot. I didn't know that once you have this, my skin color, they care not about who you are. That is what Alexander Stubb did. All they care about is the mineral resources from my own country. And you can never have it, believe you me. When Prime Minister started, it started the way I started. I don't care what will happen tomorrow. If I don't have my freedom, I'm not a free man.